Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to run your Jmeter test using remote load generators, which are just Linux hosts. For the sake of this demo, I'm going to use just two virtual machines running locally on my computer. These are just Linux Mint 16s. They have Java 7 installed, Jmeter installed in the home folder, and of course passwordless SSH access to both machines were also configured. So what we need here, we just need to find out the IP addresses of both machines, or host names. It depends how you have this configured in your network. Right, so we know these two IP addresses. Then if you go to the G project folder, you will find there this local config.properties file. You can just modify this file or just create a copy of it and then use it to run your test. I'm going to create a copy, so just let's call that file just mint.properties, and let's edit that file. Right here, basically you need to change just two things, or just actually pay attention to two things. First of all is the name of the path to the private key that you use for the passwordless SSH access to these two machines, and you have to double check that the list of remote hosts matches the actual IP addresses of the machines, or host names of the machines that you're going to use. So in our case, I already have that configured. You can just provide your own values here. I don't want to change anything else here apart from the PEM file. By default, this config file points at the default SSH key, but I've configured my machines to use different ones, so I'll just change it to use something else. Sorry, the file name is called jmeter-vm.pem. Right, and basically that's it. Of course, you don't have to change that. It just depends how you configured your passwordless SSH access. So right, we have everything here configured. Let's now just run the test. I had this command already in my history, so we're going to run the test in the debug mode, so we will have more verbose output, and we're going to run the test called first test plan. It's already there when you download when you clone the repo. Then we will point at the config file that we just created, and then of course we run our test. So let's get started. A test now. The script is now just connecting to the remote host, and it is uploading all the files that we need to run our tests. As you can see, we have the Jmeter-ec2 properties and install script, and other files. We have the actual test plan that is used to execute your test. So now we have to wait for the test to finish. I think it should finish in less than a minute. As far as I remember, I configured this first test plan to run for just one minute. So soon we should see more logs. Yeah, actually it just finished. So now script is downloaded all the log files from the remote machines, and it calculated all the stats, and of course it deleted all the temporary data from the load generators. And yeah, finally now the script is generates the HTML report and all the graphs. So if we go to our Git repo, G projects, and we have our first test plan, you will see in the results folder our new test plan. We have the our graphs here, and what is interesting, because interestingly we've used two load generators. So if you click here to the local to the perfmon local graph, you will see the perfmon graph from the first remote node, and if we click further we will have the same graph from the second one. So you will see as many graphs here, as many load generators you use to run your test. And yeah, basically that's it. We just successfully run our test on 2 remote machines. You can configure as many load generators as you need to run your test. Yeah.